Alright, back again with another mail day, and no, it is not a mail day because there isn't any mail today. Christmas Eve, I believe I saw a mail car. The neighbors got something dropped off. I have something that says it's scheduled to be delivered today, and it was dropped off at my post office this morning. It's 4 o'clock right now, in the afternoon. I went to the post office because Google said that they should be open, and their lobby was 100% closed. So maybe they took off early. I don't know. It says they're open till 5 o'clock, which is not, not true. So who knows what happened there? But on their lobby it says that they were open till 12. So I don't know what was going on there. I should have realized, so I dropped off a Christmas card to them because I said, you know what, might as well go down there, drop off a Christmas card and see where my mail has ended up, if it's being delivered today, and it didn't happen. So, my mistake, can't believe everything you read, and that's just this last year. Pretty much everything is, people believed everything. Well, the whole PSA thing. Well, I fell asleep, I think, watching Cards HQ or whatever open up or reveal his slab grades, and he crossed over all these like 9.5s and whatever it was, and then he got 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s, and he was, or things that he was hoping to get 10s. Just because you wish it a 10 doesn't make it so. And that's what it basically boils down to. Everybody this last year has basically said this is how it's going to be, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So one of the things I want to talk about is that also nobody wanted anything this year. I mean, they wanted all this, and this, but again, physical media, one of the things, records are different cause here. My friends still want records like crazy, but a lot of people dropped out of it. But when Dollar Tree was doing their crazy dollar DVDs, all of a sudden everybody wanted DVDs up the gazoo. And then all of a sudden 2024 happened, and all the Dollar Tree DVDs started to wither away and disappear, and nothing. And all the places like Big Lots were closing, and FYE had closed at some point between last year and the year before, or whatever it was, and I missed all that, and then other stores were closing that were doing the physical media stuff, and then, like I said, Dollar Tree has no DVDs whatsoever. Now they're getting into the comic book game or something like that, but everybody's ranting and railing that there are no comic books there. But again, the DVDs. And so I thought, with each passing year, DVDs would become cheaper because with all the online streaming choices, all the things you can watch with or without commercials on YouTube for absolutely 100% free, depending on which package you have or some little charge, what have you there. So I went to the local thrift store down the road at some point here, and I picked up 4 DVDs. Now, mind you, they're only $1 a piece, $1 each. Okay, and Goodwill wants $2.29 per disc. The Union Gospel wants $1 per disc. So I ended up spending $40 on DVDs. According to the internet, that was fair. But according to, most people I know, they would have left everything there because regardless if it's fair or not, I couldn't resell them to save my life. I'd be actually going backwards on that deal. Or if anything, going very, very close to breaking even. I haven't looked up any of these things to see what they go for on the internet, and probably very little, if at all. So if I get something for $1, I have to basically sell it for 10 to break even because of the shipping costs. That'll be 5, and so everything has to be basically sold for 10. So I'm starting to see DVDs cost a lot more, and all the DVD channels that I watched, every single one of them, even the Great Zombie Collector, has essentially decided we're not going to show movies on our channels anymore, and there was a bunch of controversy between a bunch of them, so I deleted all those from my feed. I said, you know what, I can't have this. They're just movies, and people's personal life got in the way of movies. And then I was sending movies left and right to people, but the cost got so great to ship them, and then those people were not appreciating what I sent. They would just, here's some more movies, and they would just move on, okay, and great, lovely. So, nobody reviewed them, nobody ever watched them, nobody even cared. So this is what I picked up for $4 total. The first one I saw was this one here, because about a week ago I saw it at this thrift store and it was still there. No one had looked at it. None of their DVDs have moved, so this is Adam 12 Season 2. I basically have been spoiled and watched all the Adam 12s, minus a few episodes that I might have missed, but they're on free TV, and it's been that way for the last 4 or 5 years. So I can watch Adam the 12 any day I want on kind of a retro TV or one of those. Not was retro, it was another one, and it came back on another channel. So I'm really happy. All 4 discs are there. If this was Goodwill, that would be $2.29 per disc. If this was the main store, this would be $5 or $6 at the least. There's discs 1 and 2. And here is discs 3 and 4. 3 and 4. So there is that, or 4 and 3, reversed there. But anyway, so that is a cool set to have there. No, I'm not going to get all the other Adam 12s because that would cost me a lot of space that I do not have. But I figured, you know what, if they're going to sell it to me for $1, might as well, and they did. So that was good. That was the best pickup I have. I had $4 bills in my pocket. I was not going to break a 50 that I was saving for some other stuff eventually. But the next one I saw was this one here, and it says Holfen, or whatever, Wolfen, like dolphin, but Holfen, volume number 4, DVD magazine of rare and unseen short films. Now, I don't know what that even means. Are these old films? Are these new ones? Are these just things that's just shorts people made? I don't know. But it comes with a little booklet inside here. And so I figured, you know what, that's kind of a fun little read about. Is there something about Heavy Metal Jr.? What is this? I don't know what else that's on here. Maybe these are the films that are in here. The little card that fell out. So really don't know what this was, but this has been at that store for quite a while. Those pages are kind of stuck. Maybe nobody read that. Contributors, who knows? All this happy together, some kind of, I don't know, some sort of Russian married with children type thing. No idea. So there is that one. I don't know the date that this came out here. Let's see. It's got Two Cars, One Night, High Fall, Strange Culture, Heavy Metal Jr., Shastlevi Vomesta, that's Happy Together, Heavy Metal Drummer, La Chat Andalus, Tom's War on Terror, Cheetah, and then some other bonus. It says bonus disc, The Power of Nightmares, but I don't know if there's a bonus disc in here. So I'm looking to see if there's any place for a bonus disc. So that I don't know. So all I got was just this. So if there was a bonus disc, I don't have it. Then we got this one here. I saw this one here. I don't remember which one I picked up next. But this is Vitus or Vitus. And it's about some sort of 6-year-old prodigy. It says, at age 6, his masters are Bach, Mozart, Schumann, and Liszt. By age 12, he had mastered them. So basically, some sort of, probably a foreign film or something. Don't really know what this is all about. But again, for $1, I know if they were in a better location, they would probably sell more of these, but their movies just sit. And their VCR tapes for 25 cents also just sit. So if you ever want VCR tapes, this store has plenty of them. Now this one here, I didn't realize when I bought it, but it's got a huge Slash in it. And you know Slash from Guns N' Roses? Well, that's about as big as Slash as he is. Huge. Huge. They just said, let's do this, and then let's just go right through the jewel case. So if I want to keep this one on, I got to put it in a new case. And this is a Warner Brothers double feature, The Great Bank Hoax and The Great Bank Robbery. So, the Bank Robbery Collection. And one of my least favorite actors is Ned Beatty. Just kidding. I don't know. I've seen him in a lot of stuff, so he's not, you see these guys a million times over and not super believable. So it's got Ned Beatty, some Charlene Dallas, I think is what it says, Burgess Meredith, Michael Murphy, some Paul Sand, Richard Basehart, and in the first one there, the second one has Zero Mostel, Kim Novak, Clint Walker. These people are already past their prime, probably when these came out in like the 70s. Not really sure. It says PG on there, so that's what exactly I like to see. So I'm just kind of up and over all the R-rated movies these days. I've seen plenty of them and kind of want to cut that out of my collection there, but fun stuff there. Hopefully that'll be good. Yeah, some of these are kind of probably R-rated things in here too, but just limit it. Anyway, that's all. So the other thing is I went out to town to deliver that Christmas card, not realizing, and I don't know, maybe mail has already been delivered today because I threw a letter in the box at like 8:40 or something like this morning. So I walked down, put it in the box, and then it started to rain on the way back. The rain is kind of weird right now. There was a fantastic rainbow, so I got 3 or 4 pictures of that. Then I started driving off, and then by the time I got back, it was pouring rain and it was all gone, and the gray skies had come back. It was awful. So it was a nice little finalization to the day. So I think that's going to be it for today. I worked on some packaging of some boxes this morning and used up every single bit of packing that I had. Every single I had to use bubble mailers that I hadn't even expected to use. I found some Japanese magazine called Japan Illustrated or something like that from like 1970. As cool as it was, it got turned into packing, and old computer manuals and whatever. So the next chance I have to go off to the bin store, which will probably be Monday or so, I will need to look for packing or find some place that has a bunch of free newspaper, because I don't know, I need that big time. I just wasted everything on this one massively huge box. It's all money, but that money does not need to get respent on more packing materials. So I think that's about it. I don't have anything else scheduled on the internet, or I mean through my purchases, because the purchases I have won't be here until probably next week. So probably Monday, Tuesday is when things start arriving. But for me to get absolutely zero in the box today, maybe the mail will still be here and be very, very delayed. This I don't know. But the lobby was all closed up. They closed up at 12 o'clock. And I went to several other businesses, and they said they were not even sure if they were going to be open, so when I went to check the post office or whatever, and they had just, dithered on it, and I said, is this your busiest day? Like, not really. And when I went to go get I went to go get some plastic silverware because I had a sink drain issue. It's now hopefully been resolved, but now I have plastic silverware for people to use if they so feel more comfortable using that. So that is today's stuff here. I just didn't have any cards or anything, but let me know if you still do the DVD thing, if you approve of any of those movies. Have you seen any of those? Like I said, I was really happy to get those Atom 12s. Unfortunately, most people are still charging Amazon prices for box sets that are not guaranteed by anything. That's what really bothers me about many of these thrift stores like the Goodwill. None of it's guaranteed. It's all non-returnable, but Amazon is all guaranteed and returnable. So hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.